Just a step, cried the sad man. Take a look down at the madman. Theater kings on silver wings fly beyond reason. From the flight of the seagull come the spread claws of the eagle. Only fear breaks the silence as we all kneel, pray for guidance. Of the city, only specters still have pity. Patient youths for the gallows sing the praises of the hallowed. Our machines feed the furnace. If they take us, they will burn us. The season. Will you hold to your reason? Load it down with your talents. Can you still keep your balance? Can you live on a knife edge?
patrons! Welcome back, my friends, to the Beehive. Hairs in my fingers. Hair in your eyes, one thing. Hair under your fingers, bigger problem. Something like that. It's been a while. How are we all doing? Good to see you. Yes, I am playing the Jazzica. I'm enjoying it on this jazzy summer afternoon. Another new arrangement, you might have heard me play around with that before. So I've got a couple of gigs coming up next week, and I think I'm going to do the whole thing on this guitar. It is the Jazzica, the very jazzy Jazzica. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen this guitar, this is a jazz guitar that I bought on tour, while on tour on my last solo tour in December, and then I got the guy that fixes my guitars, does repairs, to put an extra fret, which is not behaving too well today. But there we go. Maybe it just needs a setup. It does tap very well though. Especially when we've got a string lead. So we can do things like Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Oh, if we're not in drop D. Sometimes you tune in, I'm all talk, sometimes I'm all play. I don't know which people prefer, maybe a bit of both. But there you go. So anyway, I'm having fun being reunited with this guitar again. It is a lovely guitar, it really is. And nicely customised. And so bits of foam stuck here, there and everywhere where the sun don't shine. The sun doesn't really shine under there, so yeah. Foam stuck where the sun doesn't shine. You're all talk among yourself, guys. That's fine by me. It's absolutely fine by me. There we go. All right. So, how are we all doing? There's 18 of us. That's good. 18 is good. Welcome to anybody who is new around here. Well, welcome to all of you, but a very, very special to any first-time tuners in us. Margaret, great to see you. Lucy, great to see you. Marie, lovely to see you. Caroline, otherwise known as Cece Khan, good to see you. Kurt, good to see you. What else we got? We got Jerry. Hey, good to see you, Jerry. And we've got Shirley, and we've got Terry, and we've got Tim, and we have got a whole load of other people who I can't quite see in the chat. Oh, here we go. Bill, good to see you, Bill. So welcome, everybody. And as you well know, I am back from tour. God, don't I look suntanned? Don't I look tan? I have a feeling that is more to do with the kind of golden rays of the light coming from above me than anything else. But hey, I will take any camera trickery that I can get because it's rare that this Brit looks tan. As people in the audience in Florida will have realised when I took my shirt off on stage. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. It was hot. That's all we'll say. So, souvenir for me. Souvenir for you guys, if you get the postcards, awesome postcards. How cool is that? All signed by God of Hellfire and David Pistorius and myself. Souvenir for me was I got all of the band and the crew this time because, what's a band without the crew? To sign my tour poster. So we've got Steve Howe on there. I almost forgot Carl Palmer. How could I? I almost forgot it. Did I sign it? I don't think I signed it. Maybe I'll pop my signature on there. If I can track myself down and pluck up the courage to ask myself. But yeah, got everybody on there, so very pleased with that. It's going to go up on the wall along with the other one. I've got the other one here. Let me show you the other one. I need to find a better way than going off camera to show you things in this studio. But oh dear, disaster. Don't worry, it's not a disaster. So here's the last one we did. The last one was called Yestival, and that was the last one we did. So yeah, there you go. And we've got things like that on here saying to the best drone pilots, because that was the tour that I bought a drone and then crashed it into people. So by best drone pilot, they probably mean worst drone pilot, because it really was not my forte. There we go. Be careful asking that poor guy for an autograph. He's a real pain. I know you never know what he's going to say. You never ever know. Mine is in the works. Oh, cool. Fantastic. Had mine framed the other day. I saw those photos on Facebook, Kurt. It looks great. It looks really good. Hey, William, how's it going? We've got to chip in and get Paul some new shorts. What's wrong with these shorts? I know I wear them all the time. What's wrong with those shorts? Come on, guys. Come on, William. I don't have many pairs of shorts, but then again, I don't need many pairs of shorts because, it's not often we get sun, so. Droney McDrone face, exactly, that's what that was. Nothing's wrong with them, we just see them a lot. That's true. They were the only shorts that I wore on tour. They have been washed. They do get washed regularly, quite regularly. Regular-ish. Maybe not so regular. But what's on tour stays and smells on tour. So what can I say? Alright, well, if anybody has got any questions about the tour, you know how it works. If anybody has got any questions, then let me know. And if not, I'll just carry on garbling and talking nonsense at you for the next half an hour. So, Bill says he's sitting outside of the Legion Post and having a cocktail. Oh, that sounds good, Bill. That sounds very good. Took me a minute to figure it out on my phone. Hello, everybody. Great to be here. Great to have you with us, Bill. Really great to have you with us. Yeah. Oof, you just made me thirsty. I might have to nip down to my local bar. I've been on tour. I was making a real effort not to drink as much as I do usually on tour. And it's not that I usually drink a lot at all, but every show we do, me and Simon, just whoever gets to the fridge first just automatically goes into the fridge, opens 2 beers. That's our after show beer. And I was trying to get out of that habit. So, and did quite successfully actually. Not wanting to drink every night I'm home, but you just made me want to go and have a cocktail. A cocktail sounds very, very good actually. Bumblefoot is really cool, and I love his CD, Little Brother is Watching. Yes, Bumblefoot is very cool. In fact, we were chatting today. He's got a concert nearby. Well, he's been asked to do a concert in Massachusetts, and he's asked me, Well, he's talked about... Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. He's talked about the possibility of me playing either with him or opening for him or something like that, so that would be really good. I'm just going to fix my parting here. There we go. All's well with the world now. It's hard not to drink on tour, especially when I'm in the audience. That's right, especially when people keep forcing IPAs on you. Am I still going to the gym? No. I love the female sign you put there. I don't know if that was intentional. Am I still going to the gym? I've been for a run. The problem is, I don't know if any of you guys are runners, but I've got some running shoes that ever since I've had them, I managed to pull something in my calf. Like, I don't know if it's my Achilles or it's a tendon or something like that. And it just, they always result in me pulling something in my calf. So I went running, I pulled it on the treadmill. And it's these Nike running trainers that I've got, running shoes that I've got. I know in the US we don't call them trainers, but it's some Nike running shoes that I've got. And for whatever reason, I don't know if they're forcing me to run in a different way, but I always pull a muscle. I must have done it perhaps half a dozen times, which is a lot for one pair of shoes. So if you know anything about running and running shoes, then please let me know, because I feel like I need some different shoes. Although these were like good, decent Nike shoes that you pay a lot of money for to give a lot of support. Are you sure you have them on my right? Oh, on my feet. You mean they're not right Nike running gloves? I've been doing this wrong all the time. I've been putting them on my hands, trying to squeeze into these gloves on my feet. That'll be it. That'll be what it is. I've changed shirts. I have changed shirts. Yes. It was very hot and sticky today, so I had a shower mid-afternoon. So, very observant, Lucy. Oh, excuse me. Deanne, great to see you again. You need to stretch first. Maybe it's orthotics. I don't know what orthotics was, but sounds likely, seeing as it sounds so technical. You're right. I do need to stretch first, and I have stretched. But the thing is, I never ever got this injury with my old running shoes. The only thing that's changed, maybe I don't stretch enough, that could be definitely a fact in it. A factor of it, but the only actual element of my running that's changed are my shoes, and all of a sudden I'm getting this injury all the time. Right. Orthotics go in your shoes to balance your walk. Interesting. Shoes make the difference. That's right. Yes, so I think... Should ask Carl if he still runs. Carl doesn't run as much, I don't think. He certainly doesn't run on tour. He doesn't do the treadmill or anything. Playing this in the wrong key. It's going to mess me up. What's the cash count for this tour? That's a good question. No idea. Best day or memory or show? Best day or memory or show? So many days and memories and shows were great. I'm flicking through my photographs. This morning was pretty amazing. Me and a baby turtle. That was pretty amazing. What else? To be honest, the whole thing, my favourite part of the tour was, it always is, and I always say this, and it's a bit of a cliche answer, but I always say this, my favourite part of the tour is the people. It always is. Meeting new people, whether it be people in the audience, you guys, or hanging out with new people on tour. So, it's usually Simon that I'm hanging out with, but this tour I've been hanging out with Ron a lot, and the Hellfires, and they're just such lovely people. So that was definitely my favourite part of the tour, getting to know those guys. Let me find some other highlights. No, you see, what you thought was going to promote conversation is now me just looking at my phone for ages. So I'm sorry, completely backfired. Just being very rude now. But this was cool. This was going out. I've got a friend in New Hampshire. This was going out on his boat. Me and Ron. So that was cool. That was a good day. And then after that time, what we did is we had a campfire jam. So that was a lot of fun. So cool. We could get to see you at the table. Yes, I'm sorry that the usual. I mean, as you regulars will know, the usual Patreon thing is that you're all invited to sound checks, and we hang out a bit before the show, and all of that fun stuff. But obviously, this tour not being our tour, and sound checks were frantic enough as they were. We had half an hour to set up and sound check every single show. So that just wasn't going to happen. Plus, with a guess of yes, and security's very tight, so I couldn't invite anybody to sound check, unfortunately. But all of that will start again when we do our own tour. So that's going to be in October. I will be touring again with Carl in October. We'll be doing the regular soundcheck meet and greet or soundcheck Patreon get-togethers. So we'll be doing all of that. That will continue. I saw you. You would imagine 5 minutes. Yes, Shirley is talking about the New Hampshire show. No, she's not. She's talking about the Rhode Island show. Although it did rain at both, right? The difference is that the New Hampshire show was undercover. The Rhode Island show was very much not undercover, and the whole area had to be evacuated because there was lightning. And everyone rushed back to their cars, which were quite a trek away, and then were invited back, and the stove started up. Oh, I've just seen IPA beer. That makes me thirsty, Lucy. The Texas IPA beers and Texas coffees didn't go to waste. Good, thank you. I'm glad. Lucy very kindly brought me some beer, and we were thwarted by the venue, who did not let her bring them in. And then we were rushing off somewhere, weren't we? We had like an hour drive or something. So we had to rush off. But thank you very much. I'm glad to hear they didn't go to waste. It was lovely to meet you, Lucy. As it was lovely to meet everybody. Terry said, October, what area? Okay, so Carl Palmer, the ELP Legacy, will be touring with Simon back on bass in October, November. And I don't know if you've heard, but we are doing this prog rock camp where we will be teaching guitar, bass and drums and keyboards. They've got Derek Sherinian from... Well, he's played with all sorts of people, Alice Cooper and all sorts of people. It's currently with the Sons of Apollo, which is the Bumblefoot link. And we're going to be doing a prog rock camp, like a Truition camp, in Pennsylvania. on I don't know, November sometime. But we're building a tour around that, so that'll be good. So there'll be a lot more opportunity for Patreon meetups then, for sure. Put a guitar in my hand, I am likely to zone off and go somewhere for a few minutes and then come back in the room. Sound a bit buzzy, this guitar. I think maybe the humidity. I'm suspecting, Lucy, that Texas may not be included, I'm afraid. Don't quote me on that, but my understanding of how that tour is being put together is it's being put together around the Philly date. So I would imagine it's mostly East Coast, mostly Northeast as well. But we'll see. How are the song creations going? I have got about, not much of them done. I've got probably about 10 of them done. I keep coming up with ideas and recording them. So I've got a ton of ideas. Oh, there's Beethoven. I've got a ton of ideas on my phone. So waiting to be put into songs. But yeah, as of yet, I think I've got about 10 of them finished. What I should have been doing is doing one every day on tour, but that's not what I did though. so yeah, but I will be cracking on with them now. I'm back. Now I have some time. I will be cracking on with them, and I'm really looking forward to them. I mean, we're all aware of what I'm doing. What a crazy thing I'm doing, aren't we? Because I know there's some newcomers here, but I am writing every single one of you up to when we're 200 patrons. I'm writing every single one of you your own composition. It's not going to be a repeat of anybody else's. It is going to be your own unique individual composition just for you. So there you go. That is what I'm going to be doing. I've done 10 of them, which is 5%. That's not too bad. Not too bad, maybe. It's not too great either, is it? But it's it was definitely better than when I'd done 9 or 8. Hey Rolf, how's it going? Good to see you. You're rehearsing for an HS reunion gig. HS. Harmonic system. High school. Everything is Baby Shark. Fantastic. Wonderful. That was one of the better things for the internet, I think. Baby snakes. Is that an extremely tiny guitar behind me? It is, yes. Will you and Dave Bainbridge be in the Chicago area? We will, for sure. We are still working on a public gig. We are definitely doing a private gig, a house concert gig. So I'll keep you posted about tour dates. Let me get this tiny guitar. I don't have any guitar picks. What is this? This is a weird wooden guitar pick. Let's see if I can use it. Yeah, pick's not that great, but I think these picks need sharpening. They're like really sticky. There you go. Yes, it is a. Well, actually, you're half right. Jerry was half right, and whoever said it was a ukulele was half right. It is actually a guitar-a-lele. It is a mixture between a uke and a git. A guitar-a-lele. It's got 6 strings. And the terrible thing about this thing is that they glued this bridge, either, I can't remember which way around it is, but they glued it in the wrong place. So the intonation is out on it. You cannot get it to be... You hear that? The intonation is basically, it means that as you go up the frets, it stays in tune. So here, if this note is in tune, the octave, you can hear the octave is slightly sharp. And that is because they've glued this bridge in the wrong place, which is very annoying, because if I ever wanted to record with it, that would make it very difficult. But it's fun for around campfires. Oh, there you go. There you go, a guitar-a-lele. Very cool. So yeah, these picks I was telling you about, they're basically plywood picks I sent off for, and the idea is you file them down. They give you a bit of sandpaper, and I've not filed them down, and so they're a bit sharp and difficult to play with until you should file them down. Intonation is not bad on mine. Yeah, mine's a Yamaha as well. Yeah, I suspect mine was just, it was just a mistake. I think they made a mistake with that, because I took it to a guitar maker, repairer, and said, can you do something with this? The intonation's out. And he said no, because they made a mistake. You should return it. And then I just couldn't be bothered to return it. It really wasn't that expensive, so there you go. A banjolele. Same sort of... okay, yeah. Mixture between a banjo and a uke. I'm just falling to pieces. It's true. It's tragic and it's true. Absolutely. So, what else? Oh yeah, so I've got a couple of gigs coming up next week. As you may know, I am opening up for Gary Hoey, which will be exciting. Gary Hoey's like a blues guitarist, shreddy guy. So that'll be fun. So as a complete contrast, I'm going to be playing just the Jazzica. And then, because, I think the thing about opening bands is they should contrast. That has always been my feeling. What's the point of having one blues person opening up for another blues person. You're just going to get bored of blues. God knows we can all get bored of the blues. So my plan is to play something completely different to what he's playing. So I am just going to be taking this guitar, and I've also been asked to do a little arts festival outdoor gig and again I'll just take this. This is going to be on Thursday, and the Gary Hoey gig is on Friday. So I'll just take this down and take this battery powered amplifier that I'm currently playing through now, and just sit in a park, or in like a square in a park, or whatever it's going to be, and play along, play some stuff. Not sure what, but we'll see. That'll be fun. How do you set up or snag these gigs? Well, Katie's business partner, Jay Kenny, if you've come across his name, he is always looking out for me. And he heard that Gary might be open to an opening act, so he contacted the venue where it is, and put my name forward. And sure enough, they liked the sound of the sort of thing that I could do. I think basically they like the sound, like the fact that I could just turn up with one guitar and plug in and play for half an hour and then clear off. So, very often it's not about how good you are, the material you play or whatever. Very often it's about how easy you are to work with. I did an interview a few months ago, and he was asking me about what is the secret to getting on within the music industry. And my response was an easy response, and it was just my words were, "Don't be a dick." That's the secret. Because if you're an idiot and if you're really difficult and nobody wants to work with you, it doesn't matter how good you are, you'll get fired. I've known several people who have lost their jobs on tour, been booted off a tour mid-tour, or never asked back for another tour, and it had nothing to do with their performances, either if it was a musician or merch guy or tech guy. It had nothing to do with how well or sound guy. It had nothing to do with how well they did the job. It was all about their attitude, and it was all about how easy it was to work with them. And the same goes for support acts. I mean, support acts are there to kind of fill a space, to warm the audience up, and if you can do that in as easy a way as possible, then that is definitely going to work in your favour. That is the key to life. Yes, I think you're right, Kurt. I think you're right. Terry is an incredible artist. Yes. I was just looking around. I don't think we have Darwin in here. I was just looking at Darwin earlier. I must have been looking in the house. Terry does these incredible... You should check out her page. Terry, if you've got a link, please feel free to put it in the chat. But Terry does these mosaics of all sorts of things. There's some mosaics that really look like quite complex impressionist paintings. Amazing stuff. And she did one of Darwin, and I love it. It's fabulous. I was thinking it was hung in here, but no. Second thoughts, it's in our living room. So yeah, it's fabulous. No, it's not glass. It's not glass. It's broken bits of pottery. Shame I don't have it with me to show you, but if you post the link here, Terry, everyone can check it out. It really is fabulous. Speaking of impressionists, I stuffed myself up then. Not played that for way too long, months. But I suppose that's one of those pieces which is a little bit like riding a bike. Never really forget that one. Do I play keyboards also? No, I don't. No. I mean, I dabble. Oh well, except for when I'm playing in Asia. That's I do play keyboards in Asia. That has to be said. Let me find the photographic evidence. Oh wait a minute! I don't know if I've got it on my phone. You'll have to look at the Facebook post. But yes, I did sound check for Asia, so that was funny. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I have found the Facebook post. There I am in Asia. So yeah, I play keyboards for Asia, but other than that, no. No, the real answer is no. I mean I know my way around a keyboard. I know what notes to press to make specific sounds, but am I a keyboard player? No, definitely not. Complete with keyboard face, yes, exactly. Or should that be keyboard farce? I'm not quite sure. How often do you travel to Asia? Whenever they're down a keyboard player, I travel to them on whatever stage they're on. I've played keyboards in Canada, but never Asia. Alright guys, fantastic to see you all. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you whenever we do the next one. I've got a gig next Thursday, but I should be able to do the earlier show. Let me think. I'll come up with something else next Thursday. I'll come up with something. I'm wondering even if we can do a live one from the gig that I've got next Thursday. I don't know. Maybe we can. And if that is the case, I'll let you know. But yeah, I'll keep you posted about that. Alright guys, lovely to see so many of you here. I will just scroll through and say thank you, Rolf. Good night. Great to see you. Bill, thanks for joining us. Shirley, lovely to see you. Margaret, great to see you. Terry, Caroline, Christina, great to see you. Jerry, who else we got? We got Bill, I've already said Bill. We have Deanne, lovely to see you. Tim, fantastic to see you. And Terry, did I say Terry? Kurt, Lucy, thanks so much for joining me, guys. Really appreciate you tuning in, and looking forward to this month in Patreon world, because I think it should be a good month. With me writing tunes, with me doing new arrangements, with me planning a tour. There's going to be a lot to keep you posted on. So look forward to that, and I will get another download to you very, very soon, because I am aware that I'm behind and you're due a download. So I will get at least one download to you very, very soon. I have not forgotten about that. So I will keep you posted about that. Alright guys, again a huge thank you, and I will speak to you very soon. Good night all. Bye.